Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Doris, and today we're going to be talking about market updates. And today we're probably going to be covering the U.S. Labor Department, U.S. labor sector. The employment wages and benefits spending rose 1.1% from July to September from the previous 3 months, and slightly higher than the second quarter, according to the Labor Department data released on November 1st, suggesting that the inflationary pressure from wage growth remain high as economic growth accelerates. Under current forecasts, the Fed will keep its benchmark interest rate unchanged at its meeting this week. Still, the Fed has claimed to retain the possibility of future interest rate hikes if necessary measures are needed when the U.S. economy does not cool as it fits their expectations of inflationary prices. Tuesday's report have mixed results. Private companies' wages and wage fair spending rose 4.3% in the third quarter from a year earlier, following a 4.5% in the second quarter and a 5.2% in the first quarter, the report showed. However, wages for civil servants in local governments jumped 4.8% in the third quarter, the fastest increase since 2001, pushing up overall wage increases. The question for the Fed is that how to cool down the consumer spending while maintaining the same level of employment data and even promoting it. The analysts say that the demand currently stays strong, but which could have been responsible for the wage increase. However, there are also demands from the labor unions and other workers side of this market that have demanded for a higher wage. Excluding the volatile incentive pay, private sector wages shrank to 3.9% in the third quarter, according to a Harvard study. While the increase is still close to the considered high of 4%, it is much lower than the peak of 5.6% in the middle of last year. At the same time, wage growth in different regions of the U.S. is not even. In Phoenix and Miami metropolitan have slowed amid the slowing post-epidemic population inflows. The report showed, meanwhile, wage increases in New York metropolitan areas have remained largely stable this year, but have already lower than in the early days of post-pandemic recovery. In addition, wage trends vary across different industries, with growth in restaurant and retail wages that have slowed since their peak in 2022. As employers have been adding staff to meet labor demand, the wage in the care sector increased significantly, mainly because a large number of nurses left or retired during the pandemic and still maintain rapid growth. In the education sector, wage growth remained largely stable as the schools return to normal operation. The ADP employment data shows that the U.S. wage growth was indeed slowing, that employment rose 113,000 in October, below expectation of 150,000 and up from 89,000 previously. Wages rose 5.7% in October from a year earlier, falling for the third straight month to the weakest level since October 2021. Salaries rose 8.4%, the smallest increase since July 2021, but the two real wage increases were still well above the Fed's inflationary target. This is all I have for today. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next episode.